How do you deal with the need to feel good enough? With the need to show others and yourself that you're actually worthy of getting what you want, of getting love, happiness, money, success, whatever. Let me tell you a little story that really made me realize how to deal with it and how to solve the problem once and for all. One day I was at the restaurant, I had just finished eating, and I was there working on my laptop as I see a very beautiful woman standing in a line waiting to get into the restaurant. Now, in that moment, I literally finished my task, so I closed my laptop and I just knew I had to go and talk to her. So I go and ask her for her number, and I was there that evening thinking about what to send her as a message. Now, normally I just send the first message that comes to my mind. I don't really think about it. I just know exactly what to text, and that's it, that's all. But this time I was very, very attentive. I was really, really giving it a lot of importance. And so I send up a message, the conversation ends up dying off. But what I mainly end up realizing is that I was very afraid of fucking up. And then I asked myself that evening, why was I so afraid of losing this opportunity? Yeah, on one side it was, a girl that, was really beautiful, but mainly because I felt like she was not just that beautiful package as I had seen probably 1,000 times. I really felt that behind that package that there was something that she might have been in line with the kind of relationship I was actually looking for. And because that kind of feeling had never happened like so often in my life, just a few times, I really felt like I wanted to prove myself that I was good enough for that kind of relationship. I was kind of nervous, like, that kind of woman, she felt like she was in line with the kind of relationship I wanted to have. And so I was, there asking myself, am I already worthy for it? Am I already worthy for that kind of relationship? Now that evening then, I was journaling about it, and I realized a few main things. Well, first of all, I didn't know her, so I didn't actually know if she was in line with me or not. And secondly, she doesn't know me, so she doesn't know who I really am. We had just a small conversation. But thirdly, the most important thing I realized, and this is the main thing you have to realize if you want to stop feeling like you need to prove yourself to others, is that I didn't actually need to prove myself to anyone, not even to myself. And that somehow I had accepted the fact that I needed to be in a specific way to get what I want. Think about it. You probably want something in life. You want maybe happiness, you want friends, you want good relationships, you want, money, success, whatever. You probably think that you need to be in a specific way to achieve that, right? You probably have accepted, just like I have accepted, that to get to what you wanted to get, you needed to be how people told you needed to be. And that is such a bullshit thing. Think about it. The reason why we feel like we need to be good enough, we need to show ourselves and others that we're good enough, is because we have accepted the fact that we need to be in a specific way to get what we want. But that's totally not the case. There are people who are totally not the way you think you need to be to get what you want and still get it, bro. There are people who are not rich, who are not good looking, who are not shredded and still get many women. There are people who are not the way that they tell us we need to be successful, and still have way, way, way much more money than me and you all put together. So there are people who get what you want by not following the rules. And the reason why we feel like we need to actually be in a specific way to prove that we're worthy of it is because we have accepted this kind of very false truth that we need to show something to others. Now, that was the biggest mistake I was doing, bro. That was the reason why that day I felt like I needed to prove myself. I needed to show myself that I was actually worthy for that kind of relationships. I had accepted that to get it, I had to be like other people told me I needed to be. And there are chances, and chances are that you think right now the same thing. Maybe you need to prove yourself that you're worthy of happiness. Maybe you feel like you need to prove others that you're worthy of their friendship. Maybe you need to prove women that you're worthy of their love, that you're worthy of success. But that's only because we have, you know, stupidly accepted that we needed to change in order to get what we want. But as said, there are people who are not the way we think we need to be and still get what we want because they tap into their uniqueness. Now the key is this, bro. To achieve your true goals, you need to be yourself. If you want to get what you want, you can either get it by faking being someone who you're not, by following other people's rules and feel like you're not really being yourself, or you could actually get it by being yourself. And that's the message of this video, bro. Accept your uniqueness. Stop thinking that you need to change, that you need to be in a specific way, the way that other people tell you need to be to get something. Bro, there are people who make huge amounts of money by being in a specific way and by being in a totally different way. There are people who get women, who get what you want, who get money, who get happiness by being in a specific way and by being the totally opposite way. So there is no real one way you need to be. And so we need to stop, bro, feeling like we need to be good enough for others. We've accepted this stupid, thought that we need to show something, that we need to be this and that, when in reality, all we really need to do is define what we want, realize what we really want to achieve in life, our true goals, and then just be ourselves, tap in our uniqueness, and move through our own personal path towards those goals. It's crazy how much my life became easier in the past few months as I started to actually realize what I really wanted, not what other people told me I needed to want, but what I really wanted, which, thinking about it, bro, most people would probably hate that kind of life. But I love it because it's what I really want. And by becoming more myself, by focusing less on what other people tell me I need to be like, what other people tell me I need to do, and by just asking myself who I really want to be and how I really want to achieve my goal, that's how I'm actually doing it. And that's how I'm seeing the most results. The more I try to copy people, the more I tried to show myself or to try to prove others that I was worthy of this or that, and because of that I was changing myself. I thought that I was not good enough. I thought that I was not smart or wealthy or good looking or big and strong, whatever other thing, right? Enough, the better my life became, bro. Because the more I started to feeling myself like myself, and the more I actually started realizing that I could achieve anything I wanted by being whoever I wanted to be. That's the truth, bro. You can, 100%. Don't get me wrong, you can achieve your goals by faking around being someone who you're not, by trying to be like worthy for it, good enough for others. You can, 100%. But it's going to be kind of like a hell on earth. You're going to feel not yourself, bro. But you can at the same time also tap into your uniqueness. Find out what you really want, not what other people tell you you should want, because it's like the best way to live life, the goal for life, the real thing you need in life. Find out what you really want, and then just be yourself more, because chances are that you're not really being yourself, that you're thinking right now, I am myself and I'm not good enough to achieve my goals. But are you really being yourself? Like, we're all going around with kind of like a mask every single day, trying to please others, trying to prove that we are this, trying to prove that we are that, trying to fake being someone who we are not because we've been told that that was the way we needed to be to achieve our goals. And that's why I think most people, including me right now, are not themselves fully. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% being myself. I'm working on it, and the more I get towards that, the better I feel, bro. The more relaxed and the faster I actually get to my goals. But I wouldn't say that I'm still 100% all the time authentic. And so if I, who has been trying to focus on that, on being myself since months now, bro, months of working on it, it's not yet 100% myself, Can you say to be 100% yourself? And maybe you think so, but I really doubt it, because we kind of like adopt some masks, some faces from others, some aspects, character traits, some things, because we need to prove ourselves, and we started accepting this bullshit reality that we need to be in a specific way to get what we want. Now, that was the big lie I tried to show you, at least in this video, that you can be yourself, that you actually need to be yourself to achieve your true goals, and that your life will become so much better if you actually tap in your uniqueness. Stop caring about what other people tell you you need to be, you need to show to be, or you need to implement whatever to achieve your goals. Start defining what you really want. Start realizing who you really want to be, what feels authentic for you, and start living that way, and you will see, my brother, so much changement. You will start attracting your real goals, because at the end of the day, your goals are made for you. They are made for you specifically. And so if you become your true self, tap into your uniqueness, be 100% authentic, that's the way you need to be to achieve your goals. Think about it. To achieve your goals, you just need to be yourself. It's amazing, isn't it? What a gift we got. And we waste it by thinking to ourselves that we need to prove others anything. Anyways, bro, if you have some further questions, some struggles, you need my further help with something, for free by the way, you can get it by booking a totally free coaching call. You have the link of it in the description down below. Just another way to help you out. Anyways, if you don't worry. Just wanted to let you know that you have that possibility. If you like this video, bro, and if it actually helped you out, would really appreciate it if you actually subscribe and like, to first of all not miss on my future videos, and to actually show me that you liked the video, and to boost the algorithm. Obviously, don't need to tell you that. But I really thank you a lot that you came to this point of the video, and I really hope that I could convey you this big lie that we have somehow accepted. And if you actually do that, if you actually really understand what I said in this video, you will no more feel the need to prove anything, to be good enough for others. You will be good enough for yourself by being yourself. So thank you again for your time and your attention. Wish you all the best, bro, and hope to see you very soon, hopefully. Ciao.